In this tutorial, we will show you how to prepare a California State PTA convention resolution. Writing a resolution takes dedication and a lot of hard work, and we strongly recommend putting a team together to help make the process a little smoother. Begin by visiting our website and download a copy of The Procedure for Preparing a PTA Convention Resolution, and you can access it from the Resolutions page. This document will take you step by step through the process for building and submitting a resolution. Now let's see what it takes to build one. Let's assume you have identified a problem or situation. Ask yourself these questions. Does it affect children? Well, because we are an organization dealing with children's issues, we're going to assume that it does. Okay, does it affect all or most of the kids in California? Well, let's assume it does also, and your research will confirm this. Is it in accordance with PTA purposes and policies? Now where can we find this information? The PTA purposes and policies can be found in the California State PTA Bylaws, Article 3, and on the California State PTA website. Let's review the purposes. To promote the welfare of children and youth. To raise the standards of home life. To secure adequate laws for the care and protection of children and youth. To create a relationship between home and school with parents and teachers cooperating intelligently in the education of children and youth. And to develop a united effort in providing the highest advantage in physical, mental, social, and spiritual education. If your resolution is focused on the needs and well-being of children, then it is in accordance with PTA purposes. Now, the California State PTA basic policies state the organization shall be non-commercial, non-sectarian, and non-partisan. If your resolution is not promoting a product, religious view, or a political stance, then it is in accordance with PTA policies. The next thing you'll want to do is to research the current PTA position statements and previously adopted resolutions, and these can be found in the toolkit and the resolutions page of the California State PTA website. Compare these to your issue to determine if your topic has been addressed or is being addressed. If position statements or adopted resolutions match up with your issue, or they look similar, or maybe you're just not sure, contact the resolutions chairman for guidance. If you believe your issue has the potential to affect children and youth on a national scale, then you must do the same reviews for the national PTA. Let's do a quick review to see where we're at. The issue meets the purposes and policies of the California State PTA. No prior resolution has been adopted on the subject. No position statement on the topic can be found. Okay, if all that's true, then let's begin collecting data to support your cause. You should know that when PTA takes a stand, the position must be well researched using credible and current information. Ensure your data has been based purely on fact and recognized research. Opinions must be avoided. Credible sources of information may come from state and federal government offices, such as the California Youth Authority or the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Credible sources might come from highly respected private agencies like EdSource or the National Academy of Sciences. And credible sources can also be from professional journals. You'll want to avoid authors who use the work of another to justify their findings. Resource authors must come to the same or similar conclusion independent of each other. Draft a brief summary of your research. The pertinent facts will be used to substantiate your issue and requested action. Identify the key points and create your issue sentences. These are the whereas statements, and each whereas statement is a declaration of fact and should contain only one idea. Next, list the actions you want the PTA to take to mitigate the problem. These are your resolved statements. A form included in the procedure is the action cover sheet. Complete the portion required for the first submittal. Attach a draft of your whereas, resolves, and background summary to the action cover sheet. Be sure to include an initial list of resources and then send it to the California State PTA office in Sacramento. The initial list of resources indicates how serious and committed you are in developing your resolution. The first submittal is called an intent and must be in the California State PTA office no later than 5 p.m. October 1st. Once we receive your intent to submit a resolution, a mentor will be assigned to help guide you through the rest of the process. Now, between submitting your intent and your final report, you are encouraged to contact your resolutions mentor on a regular basis. This is the time to finalize your background resources and tighten up your statements and ensure all criteria have been met. You will need to obtain through-channel signatures from your unit, council, and district associations. Now, they do not have to agree to support your cause, but they do need to know what you're up to. You may also obtain support from other PTA associations, and they too should sign off on the final action cover sheet. The final document must be in the state PTA office no later than 5 p.m. December 15th, and if either deadline falls on a weekend, the submittal will be accepted on the following business day. After December 15th, the committee will thoroughly review your proposed resolution. They may contact you for any clarification and offer suggestions to strengthen your position. Now, the committee does not make judgment or debate the merits of your resolution. Their job is to ensure criteria have been met and all research documents are valid resources. The criteria include these things: a completed action cover sheet, properly filled out and with all the required through-channel signatures. The whereas and resolve statements have been properly formatted. Note the grammatical styling, the uppercase words, the spacing, and the end-of-sentence follow-on. A resolve to forward the resolution to National PTA must be included if this is one of your desired actions. The background summary must be a brief synopsis of 150 words or less of the pertinent facts substantiating each whereas and resolved statement. A list of credible resources formatted in the APA style must be provided, and which are no older than 5 years in print. An index for each whereas statement must be provided, listing at least 3 resources to validate your claim. All resource documents must be provided, and all pages have been numbered, including the research section. The final document must be submitted on a CD or flash drive and in a 3-ring binder, appropriately tabbed and with a table of contents. Once determined that your resolution meets established criteria, the committee sends it to the California State PTA Board of Managers, who authorize it to go forward to convention. You will be notified in early March if it is to go on to convention. Now, hearings are scheduled at convention where you will be able to share the details of your research with others, and you should know they may offer a few amendments of their own. During the general meetings, however, delegates will only see your whereas, resolves, and background information. You will be given 2 minutes to present a condensed report of your research to them. Then, it's time for debate. Strategies vary depending on the topic of discussion. Be sure to consult with your teammates to determine the best approach. We hope this tutorial has helped you understand how to write a resolution. General information about the resolutions process can be found in the video titled Understanding Resolutions. If you have any questions or comments about the resolutions process or about this video, please contact us, resolutions@capta.org.